This week we're going to be talking about a DDoS attack and yet another typo brings down the internet. But first, my name is Steve Smith, this is TQA Weekly, and let's talk about GoDaddy, Amazon, and of course Dyn. And we're going to be focusing on Amazon's case first because a typo in a command line is responsible for taking down a huge portion of the internet. I am referring to the AWS service, which owns 40% of cloud services, and of course means that many companies rely on them for online services, websites, applications, and so much more. What caused the server outages for many people on Tuesday is human error. An employee of S3, by the way, was attempting to create a small subset of offline servers to work on a build system issue. Any web developer worth their weight in gold will actually create offline servers to do a lot of tests. What ended up happening though is there was an error in a command, and what was supposed to be a simple thing of creating a small subset of offline servers actually terminated with the removal of a larger subset of servers, resulting in the server outages we all experienced on Tuesday. Now, despite a long track record of server reliability, Amazon, like many other companies, have to continuously learn from errors, though at least in the case of Amazon, it is fairly rare. In their case, though, they brought back the servers and they're going to be scaling back all of the, overprivileging of that tool so that this will not actually occur in the future ever again. Now, what happened to take down GoDaddy and Dyn and much of the East Coast, even affecting most of the internet with slowdowns, is a series of 3 DDoS attacks resulting from millions of unique IP addresses, a sophisticated and complex attack combining the Mirai botnet with a few others, targeting a very specific portion of the internet, which is extremely important. Now, GoDaddy was affected, but many other people were affected as well. What they were attacking when they were attacking DYN or Dyn is the domain name services section of the internet, the address book. When you're actually typing in a URL into the address bar of your browser, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Twitter, even TQAweekly.com, what you're typing is basically gibberish to the computer. It needs more information. How it gets this information is by contacting a domain name service like Dyn. Dyn actually hooks it up with the IP address of the server so that it can actually connect to said service and allow you to view all of the content. This attack did not touch the user's computers, did not touch the actual servers in question. What it hit was the address book of the internet, and this is why even places like Cloudflare experienced errors along their network. And we talked about Cloudflare. They're a DDoS mitigation security business that does a lot of good, even though they were also affected by a typo for a really long time. So now we're looking at all this and we're trying to figure out, why did I put these two topics together? What can we take from these supposedly unrelated incidences? And here are 2 things: coding practices and planning. In the case of Amazon, a set of normal protocols led to downtime from an overprivileged tool, which means that now they have to think about their tool and fix all of the bugs. Planning out an application correctly and making sure that you look for the bugs before coding is a good idea. In the case of GoDaddy and Dyn and many others, bad software implementation led the way to the creation of the Mirai botnet, and because of the way the code has been put out into the public, many other botnets as well. To solve those kinds of issues, we need to, of course, think about things like coding practice and planning. Making sure that your applications, tools, and hardware have sophisticated, complex security methods of preventing this kind of stuff would actually make the internet safer. So of course, both of these events, even though they have nothing to do with each other, demonstrate a very similar issue. Programmers and businesses not taking into account all of security at the same time. So like this episode if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, share with those that you think can benefit from this, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions for topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com or go to my website, tqaweekly.com. And of course, if you want to make this show better, go to patreon.com/TQAweekly, and patrons get these episodes 24 hours in advance of everyone else. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.